quick tour of the fridge that will be at the Boathouse. Currently hooked up to a single battery, 100 amp hour lithium phosphate. That's a new battery. I really like it because it's much less heavy. Yeah, so this is from a Volvo long hauler. So, you know, that cab that's behind the driving compartment. People sleep in those, like they take a rest and that sort of thing, and they kind of live out of their trucks. It's a DC fridge, 3.5 amp, so, and really well insulated, and pretty fucking new actually. It's got a, I think it was 2023. It was replaced out of a 2020 vehicle, so it's a year and a bit old. And they just didn't want to have to deal with the smaller fridge because it's a couple that I bought it off of, and they travel together. So they wanted a bigger fridge, and they broke the handle on it. So they couldn't be bothered spending $2,000 for replacing it, which is the cost that they would have had to pay. I could have spent $50 apparently on a new handle, which, you know, in here, but forget that. Instead, I just use it as is. And the thing is, now that the fridge is off right now, I'll show you that in a sec. Those lights are not on. Fridge is not on. This, when you close it regular, it closes fine. You can open it up again. If you close it hard, it clicks. And that's because this is from a vehicle, right? So the whole idea is that it won't open up when you're driving. Now that because the handle's gone, I did a hack, and you just use this stick, plastic stick, to plunger the mechanism, which is right here. French's, whatever. Heinz is just as good, and also made in Canada, but whatever. So that's that. I've installed a display panel that shows real-time voltage of the battery. It's got charge, USB charge, generic cigarette lighter, and the fridge on off. So I just turned on the fridge. You'll see the lights will go on. Oh, clicked it. Lights are on. Starting to hum. It's very, very quiet actually. See, I just closed it again, but it didn't latch, double latch. So you just get used to how much to push it, and it latches fine. Or closes fine without the latch. Drawer on the top. There might be stuff in here, maybe documents and stuff like that, or instructions probably. Probably paper. I don't think food. On the top here, it's got a cup holder. You know, this would have been installed near the floor level. I'll be installing it at a bit of height. And beside the where the other fridge was. Capacity is just over 2 cubic feet, by the way, so it doesn't have as much room. It does have a freezer. I'll show you that. This is a fuse panel which gets a cover. I'll have labels. This should be easy to use and compatible with whatever, you know, appropriate battery that you have out here. For now, I'm just gonna test it out for the 2025 season. Yeah, the fridge. Okay, so this is the freezer. There is a bit of room. You could fit, you know, a full size thing of ice cream in there. It's all frosty. And the setting currently, I press that once, then it shows the setting. If I keep pressing, I change the setting. If that's on 5, apparently the whole thing freezes, like everything inside. 1 might be low, unless it's not that, you know, unless the cabin is cool. 2, I think, would work pretty good in normal conditions. And 3, I've been running it at 3 and testing it at 3. My battery, 125 amp hours, lithium phosphate. This fridge will run for over 2 days on its own without the other stuff. 56 hours plus minus on its own without charging that battery. So if you have trickle charge solar on the go, it'll replenish. You'll be fine. A couple days of rain, and then you start to maybe get worried. But it's a matter of management of what keeping track of the weather. 5 amp fuses only. It accepts the larger format, the regular format wing or blade fuse, and it accepts also the mini blade fuses. These are all 5s, even though 2 are orange and 2 are purple or whatever, gray. But they're all 5 amp, and that's that.